Through the teeth of the Rockies, snow whipped across the windshield like shards of glass, each gust erasing the road ahead. Jake leaned forward in his Peterbilt, hands clamped tight on the wheel. The Rockies in January didn't forgive mistakes, and tonight they were hungry. Chains clattered on the tires, biting into the frozen asphalt. The CB radio buzzed with frantic voices. Eastbound, black ice at mile marker 190. Jackknifed semi-blocking half the lane. Jake muttered under his breath, pressing on. Deadlines didn't wait, and 40,000 pounds of produce in his trailer had to reach Denver before dawn. A wall of wind slammed into the truck, shoving him toward the guardrail and the black abyss beyond. His pulse surged, heart hammering louder than the engine's roar. He whispered, "Steady, girl, hold the line." The tires caught, and the old Pete growled back, faithful as ever. At the summit, visibility collapsed. Snow swirled in the headlights, blinding, suffocating. The wipers squealed against ice, fighting a losing battle. Every instinct screamed at him to stop, to wait it out, but he knew the mountain punished hesitation. Park here and you froze or became someone else's wreck. Brake lights pierced the storm ahead. A semi sprawled across the lane, jackknifed and crippled. State troopers, ghostly under powder-white uniforms, waved traffic through single file. Jake downshifted, engine brake groaning against gravity. His palms sweated despite the cold. Too much brake and he'd skid. Too little and he'd barrel into twisted steel. For a moment, as the truck eased past the wreck, Jake thought of home. He pictured his wife in Oklahoma, tucking the kids into bed, probably worrying if the Rockies would take him tonight. He hated missing birthdays, hated being just a voice on the phone. But this was the life. Long miles, hard roads, and the promise of a paycheck that kept the lights on. By midnight, the storm was still raging, but the slopes began to ease. The mountains stretched like frozen giants in his mirrors, fading into the dark. Ahead, faint but steady, glowed the lights of Denver. Jake finally exhaled, shoulders sagging. He'd beaten the Rockies again. Not for glory, not for thanks, but for the simple promise of survival, and for the chance to get back home to the people who gave every mile its meaning. By Geeks Trucking. If you like these kind of stories, please like, follow, comment, and share.